The imperialism that's present, expressing itself in the most violent manner, wanting to wipe us out, to seize our lands by manipulating other Burkinabe people and killing them. The fight has begun. As we have been saying since last year, development is starting now. The security situation in the region has declined since May 2022, if I'm not mistaken. During the first attacks, we monitored from a distance. But since last year, we've decided to implement a number of organizations and security restructures in the area to counter and curb the wave of terrorism. Thank God. I was telling the traditional chiefs, with their assistance we have seen the sons and daughters of the region take up arms alongside the FDS to defend their lands, to defend their homeland. On the security front, nationally, as you are aware, we are in the phase of stocking up, notably on heavy-duty equipment and protective gear. And last time, we received the first batch. I can say that it probably constitutes 2% of our strategic equipment plan. A lot of things are still to arrive during the year that should enable our forces to surge in strength and possess a firepower far beyond what the enemy could have. It's a challenge, and I also count on all those who have ideas. Because as I said this morning, the issue of defense is not only about weapons, but it's also about the organization of terrain. A task has been assigned to the governor to organize all the vital forces alongside the security forces to manage the terrain. One cannot fight without self-protection, without organizing the terrain. The enemy must be restricted from moving freely. So there's still work to come. The mission has been entrusted. Long before this, I was saying that all the ministers here have been assigned to connect with the people, to relay the message so we can strategize on the ground. Because this terrorism is currently cornered and we must seize this opportunity to hasten its end. We will therefore pull out all the stops, as the people have understood and started their war. War does come with a significant cost. I know many people are curious about what it might cost us, but I am simply asking you to imagine if we have 100,000 men to train each with 100 rounds, it totals over 1 billion rounds just for training. And if you need to acquire a Kalashnikov cartridge that costs $1, consider the amount yourself. And here, I'm not even considering the other equipment or ammunition. War carries a hefty price. Weapons, ammunition, manpower, protection means it all comes with a price. But it is the price we pay for our freedom. And I think the people of Burkina Faso understood this and decided to finance their own war. Thank you very much. Patriotism was born, and I call on you to keep this flame alive. No one will come and liberate our country for us. No one will come and finance our war for us. And we've been telling you, and we keep telling you, that till today, there are states that even when we show up with our own money, refuse to sell to us. Thank God there are many others who have agreed to open their doors to us and sell us anything we want. So we thank all the sincere friends of Burkina Faso who support us and agree to cooperate with us in this fight. We are trying to do two things at once, war and development. It's hard, but with the system of governance we've adopted, it's well possible. It must be recognized, as we said earlier, bad governance has its share of responsibility in the underdevelopment of our country. This means everyone in their departments made an effort to go in the right direction for the common interest so we can be equipped today. The multitude of local defense volunteers and battalions on the ground have all been fully equipped by Burkina Faso. You may not be able to imagine the cost of equipping a single rapid reaction battalion. I dare not tell you, but we recognize the considerable effort it took to train and equip more than 20 battalions in a year, but we aren't celebrating it. Perhaps we could have done better, but we realize that the country has strengths, potential, if we manage our financial resources well. And with everyone's contribution, it's possible. We could also have developed if this war was not present, if it was properly managed. The money we are investing into the war could have been used for other things, but we're trying to manage both things at once. Anything is possible in Burkina Faso. We don't have the mindset of not being able to do it. We're working to specialize certain sectors. If tomorrow someone thinks that by imposing an embargo on a given food product on Burkina Faso, it will hurt us, we are making sure that in the near future, we will ban the import of this product because we will produce it locally. That's the price we will pay for our real independence. It starts with what we eat. So I encourage you to arm yourselves with courage so that we can produce as much as possible. As for us, we will spare no effort to support you so that production conditions can be facilitated and the people of Burkina Faso can eat to their satisfaction. We will take up this challenge in a few months, God willing. So a lot of courage to everyone.